What is up? We're live. I'm gonna put a little bit of water back in my James Bond skid. Let's see here. Let's see here. Alrighty. We out here monitoring the fire because it's a little bit dry, and that would not be good. You guys notice I don't have any grass in the backyard. I ain't got a stitch of grass. There's a little bit right there, but we had to dig all this up and redo the septic system after we moved in here right afterwards. So now we gotta redo the backyard. Maybe that'll stay. So here's what we got. It's getting dark. Figured I'd shoot a live real quick. We got the Defender. What's up? What's up, Perez? Yeah, got the drove it around a little bit. I'm getting ready to take it to Atlanta to a shop up there, and we're gonna do a LS swap. Put a LS3 motor in it because it's got the old Land Rover motor, and those are pretty pitiful. It's a V8 Land Rover engine, but it's really underpowered, and it just especially with these tires, man, if I pull up at a red light or a stop sign, I have to remember to cut my air conditioner off because the Land Rover, it'll go dead. But it is really cool. It's a fun ride. I really love it. So we've got a little skid platform back here, just something to build off of. We've got a reserve tank back there. I've got a hose reel coming, a little special hose reel that'll fit in this hole. 50 foot of 3/4 inch hose, and we'll put a gun on the end of that. But this is what I got mocked up for right now. So this is a 24 volt lithium single bank. I think I got like 35 gallons of water. But this is just something for me to ride around and spray things and kind of play around. We've shipped 12 more super pumps last week. What's up, Solo Boss? That's John McCabe out in Australia. So as of today, we have shipped about 65 or so of the Sweet 16s, the original, this one. And we're sending more out every week as we get parts in. We get them in lumps, but the big lumps are coming. So real soon, it won't be trickling out anymore. It'll be full steam ahead. They'll be in the shop, sitting in there, ready to, it'll be in stock. The Super 8s, give you guys a quick update on that because I get a lot of questions about Super 8 updates. They are, we started the Super 8 project way into this whole thing. So we had already been working on the 16 for a year. And those are coming along pretty quick as well because we'd already done a lot of that R&D on the bigger version. So those will be shipping, I don't know an ETA, and I ain't gonna tell you an ETA because I'd be lying to you, but it won't be too long. Won't be nothing too crazy. So probably by the end of the summer, we'll have Super 8s going out the door, and then, you know, they'll be in stock. But anyway, the Defender's fun. It is slow. It is funner in the winter because it just gets hot. The thing about the Defenders is they don't have very much insulation between the transmission tunnel and your leg. So you get a lot of heat transfer through the cabin, which is kind of nice in the winter, but it's not nice in the summer, especially with a really pathetic air conditioner. Okay, my hose fell out, so we're gonna say that's good enough then. Go over here and cut the water off. I need to put me a little hose reel right here. Pellet gun out here. So we just been spraying stuff, riding around spraying tall things. I'm gonna be doing a series called Popping Peaks where we ride around and spray stuff, just tall stuff. So really simple setup. We're just sucking straight, no need for blending. But this is one with a speed control, and there's our battery, 24 volts, single bank 24 volts. And we got the pump we'll dial it back about halfway. All right, so that's all the way down. I know y'all can see that or not, but we'll go to about halfway on the knob on the flow control. They don't all have flow control. We just a few we've sent out had flow control, but this is still not really bad at half power. It'll shoot on over there pretty good ways. Shoot across the yard. There's the cat. I ain't gonna spray him. I ain't gonna spray old Sam. But here's 2 stories. So this is my daughter's little apartment down here. And then that's the main floor up there. And then there's the roof. So you guys see, we ain't got no problem hitting the gutter. And we'll shoot up onto the roof. And we'll see how far we hit. It'll, okay. Setting. Not really a setting, because you can stop it anywhere you want to. We'll dial it on up a little bit. Just go all the way. When we sell an upgrade speed control kit, Stephen, I'm not sure if we're gonna do that or not, because retrofitting one, we'd entertain doing that. And we may, you know, like you may be able to call in and get one, but I don't know that we'll actually ever put them on the site, because the conversion from a standard to a speed control is not easy. And so I know Steven, he's in, I know that guy, he comments a lot, but he could figure it out. 98 out of 100 dudes can't figure shit out. So I don't know that we'll, you know, put them on the site as a thing. But if you're a guy that we know ain't dumb and you got a regular one and you want to get a speed, you know, call in and just see if we can do it for you, because it can be done. It's just, I don't think we'll stock them that way, because it would be the eternal nightmare of nothing works. You know, guys can't figure anything out. I've pretty much given up. I threw my other phone in the lake down there, and this is my new phone, and I'm just done. Like, you know, stuff is hard, but I wish you guys could like live a week in my shoes. It's amazing how guys can't figure anything out. I mean, just they ain't nothing to figure out. It's like just basic. Hooking it up can't be done. Can't do it. We test every single one of them in the shop, and then when they go out, guys can't get them to work. And it ain't been a lot, but there's been a few of those already out of the, I'd say 65 or so that we've shipped. It's like, I don't even entertain it, because the pump don't come with, you know, it's just a pump. And I know it worked because we tested every single one of them. But I tell you what, it don't come with: hand holding. I'm just not interested in it. But, you know, say John McCabe, a guy we know, if he called and was like, hey, I got a regular version, can I get a speed control? If we felt like you could do it, or we may let you send it back and let us do it for a little fee or something. I don't know. I'm always, because I'm 6 years into building equipment, I just know what an average dude can and can't do. And it's like, do I really want to sell him that? And then 3 days later when it arrives, he can't figure the damn thing out. And it's another conversation. Well, there went all the profits from the sale, because now I got to talk to you for an hour and a half to get you to hook it up. So we may change that in the future to where they're more interchangeable plug and play style. You wouldn't have to, you know, open the box and rewire it. If we do that, if we make some modifications like that, then it wouldn't be no problem. But as of right now, we haven't made those design changes. So there's full speed. We get about 70 feet out of this red gun. You get a little bit further out of a traditional Softwash wind, but I'm okay with losing some ass, because the gun's just so convenient. Let's shoot something. There's Preston's live well. You know, hopefully y'all can tell in video how much power we got here, but shoot the roof again, and it's like not a problem. We can shoot 5 stories straight up against a wall, like a hotel or something that's, you know, a straight wall, 5 stories of reach. What that translates to on residential, because you can't get, you know, right up on something on residential, usually you got to stand back. That's a 4 story, 4 4 up to 5 story capable pump, which is pretty awesome. And we're doing this for 80 cents a day in electricity, which is even better. Really cool. I had a guy email in that got one of the speed controls. Just a few of those that went out and was like, hey, there's a delay when I pull the trigger. Yes, that is normal. So the electronics take about a half a second to engage. That's normal, not a problem. Not everything's a problem. See, I know I kind of want it to be a problem, but it ain't. It really ain't. Really fun. Great pump. Very, very happy with it. Looking forward to when they're actually in stock and not, you know, trickling in and trickling out. Because even sending out a dozen a week, I'm ready for full bore production. I've been working on this so long. You put your coat on your roof, right? Okay, here's 2 stories plus a roof. And I'm way back here in the yard. And that's the peak. And I know y'all can't see because it's dark, but take my word for it. Do your thing, do your thing. And you don't have to run it at wide open. You could throttle it back for application. Okay, now we're gonna rinse off stuff. Go over and switch to water on your system and come back. And I like the ability to comb that out. I'd probably rinse vegetation like this, but let's dial it back. I'm gonna run out of water here in just a second. This little plastic skid thing is really cool, and it fits so good in the back of the Defender. We're going about, you know, just a little bit past halfway on the power. See the gas can? That's not for that. That's for this, because I don't trust the gas gauge in this Defender at all. Here's half power. Half power on this pump is about as strong as the Northern Tool 10 gallon a minute 24 volt pump. I got to get out of the habit of calling everything a 24 volt, because for the longest time the 24 to us in the shop meant Northern. That's what we were using for years. But now, you know, there's our stuff 24 volts. So 24 volt don't mean nothing anymore. But this is about, I don't know if y'all can tell, that's pretty freaking far. That's about 60 feet on sort of the middle range of that pump. We've tested these a whole lot with laser and, you know, walked them off. So honestly, you could do most of your application here, and you're using even less battery power. Our battery estimates, you know, that 80 cent number a day I throw out, that's based on running it full bore all day long, which you wouldn't need to do that. And we're spraying, and I know the roof's already wet, so you're not gonna have a point of reference, but even on half power, we're hitting the peak up there. You can see where it re-wetted. No issue at all. So half power, we're still shooting over 3 stories on half throttle, which is cool. And that means you don't have to run it wide open. Now the standard pump that doesn't have the speed control, you can still manipulate it at the gun. You just don't have the controllability at the motor. But you don't have to feel like that the speed control is like a necessary thing that you have to have. You don't, it's fine. It's just nice to have. Yeah. Bleach pump barely shoots further. Yeah. We get about 60 feet out of one of those in the shop when we build them. And you can kind of tell how much slap you got, how much power to the surface. Hey Ron, like. Ron says like. Yeah, Dan Wright's down there on the coast. He's got a lot of tall houses. You know, it's a 3-story house, but then you got them on stilts. So this is super beneficial to have a 4 or 5-story capable pump. Eliminates a lot of ladder usage. I don't know about you boys, but not a fan of getting on a ladder. The kids are back. Hey, come here. They were there assing around. Hey, bro, come here. Yeah, man, Jeff, if you're in that pre-order pile, I'm assuming you are, we're not far from having all of those pre-order guys caught up next couple of weeks. We're out of some parts right now, but they're coming. So, Preston, grab the gun right here. Our Super 8's in stock. I just went over that like 4 minutes ago, Hitman Pain. So you'll have to go back and watch this, go rewind this when I post it. But no, nothing's in stock right now, neither version, but the big one's coming in. We're shipping them out. And the Super 8s, they're still in development, but they're in the final phases of development. So it's been pre-order since last August at the trade show, and as of May, the first of last month, we started shipping them out. And you can still order one, but you have to click a terms and conditions that says, hey, these things ain't in stock now, damn it. Because I've already had 2 or 3 guys just go absolutely wild. And like, bro, I got the timestamp where you click the terms that told you that it was not a thing that we had on the shelf right now, but they're close. So if you want to get in on it, you can. If you don't, you can wait. So they're coming. The Super 8s are coming. Not too far, but the 16s, they're rolling in, rolling out. We built up, how many we got ready to go? All we got to do is put the swash plates on.
Probably 20.
Another 20 or so. So yeah, we've shipped, what, about 60 something at this point we've shipped, and then another 20, so we'll be close. Go ahead and shoot that peak. I think I've got it at half throttle. Well, y'all can't see where it's hitting at. And we just ran out of water. Perfect freaking timing. Mike Turman is in the house. Mike, I got my damn lighter, and that thing is cool as hell. That is really cool. Mike got me a pretty awesome lighter. We ran out of water. And I got it on my desk in my office.
It's pretty cool.
It is very cool. Preston put the butane in, or the fuel in it for me. That thing's neat, man. Thank you so much for that. I got to get you some smokes headed your way. Mike's one of our old school alumni. He's a Southeast vendor up in Jersey. Mike and Todd Ketchum are like the only people from New Jersey that I like. I'm sure there's more there. I just ain't met them. But appreciate that, bro. That was super cool. Because I'm always looking for my lighter in there. Like, I got one in my pocket, but I set them down. Yeah, Sweet 16 coming and going. I would say by end of summer, they'll be on the shelf. You know, we'll have stock sitting there. And it just takes a lot of time, guys, to R&D a pump and actually make something like that from scratch. It's very, very, very difficult. It's a lot harder than you think it is if you've never done product development, to take something into mass production that's actually all new. It's all proprietary. So down to the barbs and O-rings, like you gotta make all that stuff. So yeah, it ain't nothing to make, 5 of them, but you're talking about making 5,000 of them. So that first launch year, which is what we're in, it's always like that. It's the same way when we rolled out the batch buster. Now we've got coming up on about 10,000 batch busters out in the field, but that first, quarter, basically, when they started landing, going in and going out, it just feels like molasses, especially to me, because it's all I've thought about for so long. It's like you get a few and they go out and you're just ready to have mass production, because I know the guys are chomping at the bit to get them, and hell, they don't do me no good if I don't have them. So thank you, Carter. Appreciate that, man. Glad you got it. See, Monday is my birthday. I'll be 38, so keep your eyes out. We may do a little sale on Monday. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. You can't never tell. But anyway, guys, that is the Super Pump, the James Bond Land Rover Edition. That pump is more reliable than this Land Rover, I can tell you that. We're really pumped about them. We're super pumped, you might say. Very cool system. I had a comment today of a dumbass from an old Super Pump video, and he said, $2,000 a year for your pump? That's crazy. I'm like, well, it ain't $2,000 a year, okay? The pump's $2,000. What up? What up? The pump is that up front, but the head kits are not going to be. Guys forget that the head kit's a thing. It's like they want you to. They'll ask, "Hey, y'all gonna do a head kit?" And you say, "Yeah, we decided to do it." Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. But then they won't buy them. They just like forget that this is a thing. So it ain't $2,000 a year. Probably, if you take care of it, you probably get a year out of it without having to do anything. And then, worst case scenario, do a head kit a year. If you're really dumb and you're kind of unlucky / or bad on your equipment, you're rough on stuff, you might do 2 head kits a year. And I'm just guessing you could probably do 2 to 3 head swaps, which is just a couple $100. And these head kits will be on the site in the next week or two. We'll have spare barbs, clips on the site as little spares, just little cheap stuff you might want to grab an extra of. We're including a spare with all the ones that go out, just one spare barb anyway, just so you have it. But the head kit ain't no money. So once you get the pump, I would try to get 2 seasons out of the thing and do some head swaps. And then, going into that third one, throw it in the damn ditch. But now don't take that, as Cody said, they supposed to last 2 years. That ain't what I said. Depending on guys tear stuff up. They run like the wrong size hose, and it's going to burn the motor up. Well, at that point, that ain't a swappable part. So that's a big thing. You got to make sure you plumb stuff correctly. Too small of hose on the discharge side. Okay, you can't really screw this up because it won't interface to the barb. But anything past here, going to your hose reel, your gun, any of that stuff that the end user has to set up, he's got to do it right. And dudes don't know. They don't know. They're just guessing. But that's on them. That's their stupid tax that they have to pay. We've got the tutorials. We tell you how to set it up. But hell, I do it too. I don't read instructions. But if I tear it up, that's on me because I didn't take the time to read them damn instructions. So you got to make sure you take care of it. But yeah, say you run one for 2 years and you do a couple of swaps. If you figure your cost savings on the fuel and what the pump does, it comes out to be extremely affordable. It is the most affordable pumping system in this power class, hands down. But once you factor everything into it that you have to have for all the other pumping systems that compete in this class, the super pump's by far the most affordable. So let me check some comments, and I don't know what these kids are doing. What y'all doing, man? Y'all sneaking around. They going jug fishing down there. Let's see. We're gonna be getting some to Australia. John McCabe's got one on pre-order. I don't know if we've shipped his yet or not. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It is hard to get pumps to last with regular care and preventive measures. Does rinsing them out help? Yep, absolutely. And you know what? The 12-volt stuff is so cheap, I throw those away. I don't even fool with messing with them. But these, they are not cheap, so I would recommend you tinker on them. I've always told guys 12-volt goes out, throw it away. But I get it. This is not at that price point. So you're going to want to keep it running. It's easy to do. Very simple. Very straightforward. So not a whole lot to really screw up. Alyssa, meow. Hello, Micah. What are you doing, bro? Okay. Got some glow sticks and some jugs, and they finna go catch them probably some catfish, if they catch anything. Real proud of it, guys. If you want to grab one, jump over to the site, get you one. It'll be still technically a pre-order, but they're close. I'm ready to get some more out the door. Maybe we can get 20 more out the door next week. That'd be a good number. We'll be up around 80 something shipped so far, so I'm liking that. That ain't too bad. Nothing is as fast as you want it to be, but I'll take it. Yeah. the Tractor Supply, we had a guy comment and say, are y'all gonna sell them on Amazon? Like, why are you asking that? Because you can get on this website, but we ain't gonna do that because I'm privy to the game. I know how it is. No. Yeah, that's right. If you ordered one tonight, then I gotta have a name, dude. It's like the longest running the longest running inside joke ever. It's like the mystery continues. Boys, have a great weekend. We're gonna go to the dock down here and see if these boys can catch anything. Hope y'all have a good weekend, man. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. It's hot today. We'll check in on you guys next week. Peace out.